getting it, cuz. Send that thing. It's your boy, J Mitch. Yo, what's going on? It's your boy J Mitch. I'm up here today again with the Traxxas XRT, installing some good upgrades. If you haven't yet, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to your man's channel. I know it's been a while. I want to say happy holidays to you guys. I owe you guys quite a few videos, but you know the holidays inspires you to spend some time with your family. So that's pretty much what I've been doing, hanging out with my family, doing things other than doing YouTube stuff, buying stuff I don't need. So it's going to have some new content coming to you guys shortly, but today I want to talk to you about the Team Vitivon upgrade. So I want to say thank you to my homie Danny Lou, and shout out to Arthur Singh from Team Vitivon for hooking your mans up with these upgrades. So I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to install on a car. So first thing I'm going to install is the battery tie downs for the Xmaxx and XRT from Team Vitivon. Got them in the silver color, so it comes with the brackets and straps to do the battery tie downs. Probably don't need it if your batteries are going to fit, but doing this will allow you to throw on different size lipos and things like that. So just want to show you that. So this is one upgrade that we're going to be installing in the car. Another thing that we're going to install is the small gearbox cover. Again, got it in brushed aluminum silver color. Going to be doing this, a popular upgrade on the car. Really not needed, but just a nice little special touch. And then one thing that I see a lot of people doing is the Bellcrank, Servo Bellcrank upgrade. So I got this specifically for the XRT from Team Vitivon. So I'm gonna go ahead and install it on the car and show you guys what to do. Try to do it quickly. So you're gonna take the cover off the car. It's been a while, guys. The last time I haven't really touched this car since the last time I ran it, so that's why it's a little dirty. I'm gonna take all the things we don't need off. Just take the batteries out. So to get started, I haven't seen a good video about installing the Bellcrank, so I'm going to try to do a quick one. So to get started, you got to remove the front half of the truck from the car. So up top, you have to remove 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 screws. There's 8 screws that you need to remove from the top part, front of the ES car. And then on the bottom, you have to remove the cover. That's 10 screws to remove the cover. And then once you do that, also while you're at the top, you need to remove the servo arm too, so that you can split this apart easily. So after you remove the cover and the 8 screws on top, then the front half of the car will come off easily, and then you're able to access the Bellcrank. So then next you have to remove the body mount from the front shock tower. So that is going to be 4 screws to take that off. I'll show you around the side. 1, 2, and then the same 2 on the opposite side. So I kind of already did that. Do this last one. It's holding everything together. The shock towers. Track your screws. Nice to already have a magnetic tray to do this. Once you do that, then you'll have access to all 4 of the screws on top of your shock tower here. Looks like there's a 5th one there. Well, it's 5. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remove all 5 of those. Those are going to be 2.5 millimeter hexes. We've disconnected the turnbuckle links for the steering links. Those are 2.5 millimeters as well, 1 on each side. This will allow me to take the full turnbuckle out at the same time. So that's one side. Here's the other side. And then I just have the one more screw up here that's holding everything together. It's a unique screw, so I want to track that one. Then this is going to bring this up, and I'll have access to the full turnbuckle. So you remove the stock Bellcrank, from the inside of the car. And also you want to remove the bearings, because guess what? Team Vitavon includes all new bearings and everything with this bell crank, which is pretty damn cool. Pretty, you know, Team Vitavon, man, what can you say? I mean, what can't you say? I mean, excellent products, excellent products, man. So you still want to track your hardware because you might need to use it, or you might be able to resell the stock bell crank at some point. Oh, I'm gonna get my trusty knife, and as you can see, I took the bearings out and everything, because the Team Vitavon bell crank includes new bearings and a lot of new, well, it doesn't include new screws. You will need to reuse some of the screws, but it has new bearings and everything on this bell crank. So that's really good. So this should drop just right back in, right where you pulled it off from. You might want to adjust your bell crank before you put this on here. You'd be like, why isn't the car steering? That's because your bell crank is too loose. So there's only one way this bell crank could go in. There's no way to really screw this up. I'm not gonna tell you how tight or loose to make it, but this bell crank is gonna absorb the shock of, if you hit something with one of your wheels, it's gonna take some of the shock off of your servo. And depending on the quality of your servo, you wanna make sure you have it set the way you want it. So we'll start with this end, drop that in there, easy install, boom. We're all in. Then you just do the reverse order of how you took everything else off. They give you new hardware for the turnbuckles on the left and right side. It's easy, and you are screwing into metal, so I would suggest using some Loctite. Actually have some blue here. Take that off, put a little blue. You don't need a lot, just a little bit. So nothing backs out. A little bit of blue, a little dab of dew. Put that in the hole. Same thing on the opposite side. Okay, we don't need the blue anymore. You're gonna reverse the steps to put everything back onto the car. And then I'll bring you guys back when that's done. So now we're gonna do the battery trays, which is relatively simple. 2 screws on the bottom. Boom. As my battery trays come off easy. 4 screws, and we're done. So now, here's our Vitivon pieces. They all look very similar, but I know there's a rhyme and reason to how they package these. So let's just take them out and see where they go. I like how they included hardware. I like how Vitivon includes, screws, even though you might need them, you might not need them, but it's nice that they include them here. I'm gonna just back off the new screws. They both feel loose, but anyway, they're going to all be held in with screws on the bottom. Got my 4 screws, put a little Loctite on all 4, and that will be that. I'll bring you guys back once I have these installed. So yeah, y'all, that's gonna be it. Y'all saw me install the Vitavon Bellcrank, the Vitivon rear gear cover, and the Team Vitavon battery hold downs. Also, just the other Team Vitavon goodies. I still have the Team Vitavon motor mount, the Team Vitavon pinion and spur gear cover, and the Team Vitavon my 1.5 gear setup, the 2532 gear setup on the car. And of course, you guys know my electronics. Got the upgraded PowerHobby servo underneath the car. running the XLX2 with the TP Power 1460 kV motor. And you know, the final upgrade I have on there is the MadMaxx wheel nuts, specifically made for the Xmaxx. I got those from DDM. Shout out to them. And okay, one more thing, you know, not on the car, but you guys can see it too. The Proline Masher MX57 belted tires. So definitely worth having on the car. So that's all the upgrades. But again, I just really wanted to do a quick update video on how to upgrade your Servo Saber on the car, and just went through and installed everything else, the new Vitivon upgrades. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it. I'm gonna say happy holidays to you and your family. Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, all that stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and end it. I'm gonna say shout out to my homie Dave Hubbard, rest in peace, bro. Shout out to my homie Big Willie. Shout out to Ted. Shout out to Adam from RC Discount. Shout out to everybody who supports your boy's channel. Holla at your boy. Y'all be good now. Peace. GoPro, stop recording.